The following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Hello everyone and welcome to a little bit of a round crossover night here on this Thursday, as tonight we are starting the regional semifinals, the Sweet 16 of 2025 March Madness, and tonight we started off with the Slytherin region semifinal between 4 seed Lane Sanders and 9 seed Clay Wolf. Should be a good one to watch here tonight. We take a look at the schedule. A bit of an interesting night, little scheduling quirk kind of night. Just due to some scheduling conflicts, we had to get this in now before the window starts on Saturday. So more games in the regional semifinals will start on Saturday, but we have this one coming up here tonight, and then later tonight at 9:30 we will wrap up the round of 32 as the world champ Ashley takes on Alan 1v9 in the Gryffindor region. But here in Slytherin, here's how it all shook out through the first two rounds. In round two, Clay took it to Tapir in a 5-game upset, which was a very strong win for him. And then Lane took it to 6 against Bowtie, and now they meet up in a rematch of Aquatic April round 1. So either way for Lane, it was going to be a rematch, and this one will be against Clay. And then, of course, you have KT and Sting on the other semifinal. That will come your way Tuesday, 8 p.m. in prime time. KT and Sting both coming off sweeps against Drip and Camaro, respectively. So we bring it into the table, and bit of a light crowd here tonight, but we got Sky, our ref, and we'll talk to the players here right away. I'm going to start with Lane, who's watching stream. So Lane, just type out in the pod channel. So obviously, coming off the win over Bo and M, and now here you come against Clay, who is coming off a very strong win against Tapir, and now come in with a rematch as well from T2. Talk to me about thoughts on playing Clay in this rematch of a game, and as well as what you got to do to get the job done and move on to the regional final in Slytherin. Let me know. And to Clay as well, coming off the win against Tapir, got to feel good about yourself, feel a lot of momentum. Talk to me about how you keep that going tonight against Lane, who's shown some strong wins in his first two.
I just can't get too ahead of myself, you know? Just stay the course and play the best hand I possibly can every time.
Simple enough. Wait for Lane to respond as I on the stream delay. Yes, Sting, that's in your region. Alright. Yes, 100th game tonight as well for Lane. That's going to be in game 2. We'll have a special message from KT as well coming up here in a moment, but we're going to we're basically going to crack on. This may be a little bit of a quicker one just because of lighthouse tonight, but we will soldier on, and we will get the job done tonight as we always do. So it is going to be game 1 for Lane, and 2 power plays. I'm just going to do this for Lane, so it's easy enough. How many cards? Thank you, Sky. Alright, gonna go with the double OG14. It's about that time to get down to business here in the Slytherin semifinal. All right, best of 9, 2 power plays. Oh. Wait. Oh, hold on. There we go. Now good. I didn't know if it was going to start wrong. There you go. All right, we started off with the Yoshi reverse, and we are off and running here in this best of 9, first best of 9 of the season. Lane taking his time looking over his hand, of course. And he's going to start with the Steven Yellow 6. And the switch over to red early to the Tapir 4 doubles it up to the 8 on the background. And Lane again with the switch over to blue with the retro, and there's Clay with Lane's card on the table. Indeed it is. Goes with the Zero Sugar, the Glazer, Ed Ziemba. Happy to say we'll see him in the booth this round. Excited for that. Go with the JT, then the Nom, and back to the JT again. Then the Brad. Top floor 9 for Nick. I mean, I'm not saying no. Green 7 for Clay, and then the switch over to red from Lane to the Nightwalker. And then the yellow wild over for Clay. Lots of light switching here early.
Both down to 6. You know how many draws we've seen this game so far? 0.
Exactly. No self draws yet.
No draws at all. No +2s, no +4s.
Yeah, nothing. It's just been a clean numbers game, and from the high tier, it can be that way. But you're starting to get down to 5. You can maybe sense something's coming. But Lane's just going to keep playing clean with the Camaro 8. And Clay runs out.
And man, I was just about to say, for both players.
Oh, here
it's
comes
just
Lane, though.
Hey,
Looking
Lane down
for
to
the
2.
double and the triple. Triple for Uno, maybe?
I think that's going to be game.
Is that game? There it is. And for the win, and that'll do it on the KT Classic Wild. And Lane is on the board first in game number 99 of his career. We'll talk about what the next game in a second, but Lane, it's interesting to see how we just kind of just went down the numbers there. Was that just a case of having the right switches in the right places to be able to make that work? Like, there was no draws at all. It was just straight up Uno. I mean, obviously the Wilds also helped, but just thoughts on that game. It was very straightforward for both, but no ammo, which is until the very end there. Good strat and a good hand. Clay, I mean, I'm not sure what much I can say. It was really just a clean game. I mean, maybe that yellow wild is bad in hindsight, but honestly, seems like there's just so little to go on. Just going clean down on the numbers like that.
Yeah, there was. I didn't really have a read of his hand. There was nothing I could have done.
Yeah. Really nothing much there. That's a weird to see a plan A, but there's like, it's just a couple skips and a reverse at the end. But there you go. So, before we continue on, it is this on to game 2 now, and we'd all like to congratulate Lane as this is game number 100 of his career coming up in game 2. And we do have a I'm gonna play this on stream, so Lane, you just listen in. I'm gonna play this special message. So I picked the right channel. Play the special message from the boss himself. So listen in here.
Hello, Lane Sanders. It's the boss, KT. Sorry I couldn't be at your 100th game, my friend. Congratulations on joining the 100 Star Club. You're now a 22nd active person to join this illustrious club as we continue to grow and expand the league. Your Jungle July run was nothing short of amazing. From the bottom of the basement to a super leaguer in 2024. Your Final Four appearance was memorable. You have an Elite Eight and now making your second Sweet 16 as we get ready to go to Game 2 for that 100th game call. Congratulations, my friend. Your 51.02 win percentage and your average starting C of 38.25 and 29.43 in the finishing spot, respectively, will only go up and up. Here's to 100 and 100 more, my man. Enjoy. Keep playing hard. Out there with Clay.
So again, congrats to Lane. Obviously Lane, great career. He got the bronze medal from Jungle July last year, which was the one Final Four and Elite Eight, and your second Sweet 16 here tonight. 10-7 in career series, 50 and 48 in games. 51.02 career winning percentage. Of course, average top 30 finish. You joined KT, Sandfer, Peter, Turner, Lamas, Eli, Clay, Caesar, G, Yoshi, Yepes, Tago, Vapor Gold, Monkey, Ashley, Nam, Brad, Cap, Tapir, Ghost, and Arya in the 100+ club. Lane, congrats on this, man. Of course, you heard the message from the boss. Tell me your thoughts on just reaching this milestone here in your career tonight, and how you're looking forward to many more, I'm sure, as you go along. Never thought I'd make it this long. It's been an honor, and I hope we can keep the road golden for a good long while to come. Well, yeah, we hope it'll be a long while here. And of course, you go up 1-0 in game 99, looking to go up 2-0 in game number 2. So you can't pick 14 for this game 100. How many cards will it be, my friend? Gonna go with 12. All right.
That's all you saying. Oh.
No, Sky's the ref. But, all right. There you go.
And
All right.
Lane is going to start off his 100th game.
Starts it with the drip drop, 0 sugar. And turn my heat off hot.
The big 3 digits, and he starts off with a yellow 4 as we run to yellows here. Never mind.
Play goes with the Steven 6. Switch over to the Sandfer red 6. And Clay with the red 8. There's Sky.
And now they're just gonna... Dude, I was about to comfortably say that they were just about to run to reds.
Well, there they go. They run to the blue.
Yep, you're running to blue now.
Running to the blue, 9-8-3. There's
No, okay.
Lane with the gangsta. And Clay again
Okay,
switching over to yellow.
Back to yellow.
And Lane with the undercut to red.
But Clay's still comfortable on red. Zero draws this game either. We've just had more plan A.
More plan A, just a lot. They've been having answers for each other. Here comes Lane with a double, looking for trips back into the yellow. After he just undercut it off of it, and he closes out on the 2. So a little bit of a red fade from Lane there.
And they won't know zero greens.
Oh, Clay though goes back.
Back to red.
And undercut again. The green.
Another undercut. But Clay gets back to
That's
yellow.
not a rainbow. Quad 2.
It's a traffic light.
Oh, and the light switching is off the charts in this one. And finally, Clay finds a spot where Lane doesn't like it, and that's a classic. But Lane, though, finds another 2 off the top deck. Back to red.
Man, the sea of 2s will not run dry.
So many 2s. Here comes Clay with a double, looking for trips.
Got it. Blue 5. Down to 2. We're tied.
Down to 2 with the trips. Double skip into the 5. The JT 5. And now it's neck and neck again. Lane, nothing to say. And Clay for the win. 1-1. And Clay spoils the party on Lane's 100th career start.
But there's still 7 more games to go.
Yeah. Yeah, it is down a best of 7. Clay, obviously... Yeah, not in the 100th game, he did it. Clay, obviously playing into those undercuts on the 2s were just crazy. How did you take advantage of that little bit of chaos there with the 2s and just be able to find your way through it there? Like what did you find from all those undercuts coming through there?
I had a feeling you wanted the 2, so I just made sure it remained on the 2 as long as possible.
Yeah.
I had the run set up, so I was perfectly happy just flipping the yeah.
That was a simple mistake, yeah. Yeah, so Lane, do you think you played a little too much into the crazy with the 2 there, or is that really all it was? It's about the same length as well now on a 3 even.
That was a simple mistake, says Lane.
Yeah, simple mistake, yeah. Well, I think that's basically all there is to say about it. I'm just checking something real quick. Okay. Okay. All right. So it is 1-1. Clay spoils the 100th game, and now he gets to choose. So Clay can't pick 12. How many?
9.
9. All right.
We're just going down and
game
down.
3 is underway, and another 2.
The 2s weren't just in game 2. And the 2s continue with Clay immediately.
Oh my god. I've had too much fun with the 2, man. Jesus. Too much fun with the 2. Wow. Anyway. Lane doesn't want a 2 this time. And Clay will go with the 0 sugar off the switch. Lane's still with nothing on blue. Can he find a way out? Yes, he does with the red 4.
Lane gets back to red.
Clay now, nothing on the red, so it's looking to be they found each other's kryptonite here. Here's Clay, though, at the top deck. Now Lane goes for
Lane
green,
goes
new
for
color.
green. Right when Clay gets the
And
red.
Clay
Clay
undercuts
gets
to yellow.
opening Pandora's
The
box.
undercuts are crazy tonight.
Would be cool if we got a Skittles. Would be.
Very
Probably
cool.
not, though.
Lane having a think stop moment after that undercut, and now he's gonna go for the throat here with the +2.
And they are tied at 7, but not for long.
And it evens it up, and he's gonna pull ahead with a play here. The outlook noises, no. Oh, Lane. Whoa.
I'm sorry,
Sends
that's
him
me.
way back. No, I know that sound effect. That haunts me sometimes. Anyway, Clay gonna respond by switching right back to blue.
Yeah.
And Lane, though, has
Lane.
the answer. Oh, but Clay's got a wild. And that is what happens when you give 12. You'll give him lots of
Lane ball.
options.
And Clay get a comeback down to 16-4 here.
Certainly is possible now. He's iced him out on the blue. Only way he gets out is another switch. The numbers have just fallen right for Lane all night. Clay does have a
Clay's
0.
lost 2 cards. Lane's still at 3. Now to 2.
Not a 2 with the 3. Play another. Now Lane out on the red.
Yeah, the red is running.
And now Clay is running with it. Interesting.
Lane gets the top deck.
Finds the top deck, but how far does that get him? Does he find a switch? Because it appears he can't make it all the way on red.
Okay. We got our first power play of the match here.
And
Lane is
remember, there are 2. So Lane gonna set himself up here, switches over, and that is gonna do it. 2-1 Lane. He uses a power play to get it done. And yeah, that's something you got to think about too. Power play usage can be a lot more strategic in the March games because of them having 2 in the Sweet 16 doesn't happen anywhere else. I think maybe T5 is going to have it if I remember right, but yeah.
And it has been a decently short series here. We've had 3 games around a 3 to 4 minute range.
Yeah. Yeah, Lane, obviously, I mean, there are definitely moments where the +12, the stack 3 +2s can fail you. And what was the thought process going through that move, knowing that you had? Because it definitely seemed like you had a plan and a path going through, giving Clay 12, giving him more options to try and fight his way back. But also those numbers were really falling well for you, so that's definitely got to be a factor, I'd assume. And Clay, I mean, I'm sure you had lots of options to try and fight your way back. It's just that red switch really burned you there, and I think going back and forth from green to blue may have been a little bit, may have impeded you a little bit. Talk me through that sequence from like the +12 moving back down.
I was about the +2 when he switched off, so yeah.
Oh,
It impeded me a lot.
Yeah, very close there. Need to get around some colors, but it was close enough to where I wasn't worried. Yeah, fair enough. And the power play helped, of course, for Lane. So Clay still has 2 of them, so it's definitely a lot to still play, a lot to talk about. So we will see how it goes. So Clay still can't be 12 for this one. How many?
10.
10. And we start with the green reverse. Lara, and then gone 2. And so Clay goes the yellow Llamas Wild. Clay's got the 0 sugar, but the 0 sugar switch by Lane. And Clay will play into it. There's a Ditto. And another Llamas Wild. 2 wilds there in quick succession for Clay. He's ahead by 3. And Lane with nothing. Clay's got the 1. And Lane again with the timely switch. And Clay another wild. What is going on? Jesus. That is brutal. That is 5 wilds for Clay, 3 of them in this game. And Lane, nothing. Oh my goodness. And Lane finds another switch. And Clay is going to do it again. Oh, man. And the +4 to wrap it up. 2-2. And now it's a best of 5 going forward. Clay, I don't think there's really much to say about that one other than you had 3 wilds. I mean, unless you had something else behind it. That's really all I can pick out of that.
God hand.
God hand. It's God hand light because you didn't have like a bunch of cards thrown at it. It was just the 3 wilds. 4 wilds actually, is it?
And the +2.
And the +2. Oh wait, 1, 2, yeah, 3. Unreal, yeah, and the +4. Lane, I got nothing to say. You basically answered my question. Can't do anything with 4 wilds, no doubt. Let's move on. Lane, it's gonna be game number 5. Can't do 9 or 14. How many cards?
I missed a whole game?
Yeah, Clay had 3 wilds.
Wow.
I'm gonna go 13. Yeah, that was. Yeah, he just had an answer every time. I mean, Lane even had good switches too, which is the crazy part. He was fighting, but good. Some timely number efficiency can't beat 3 wilds on a good day.
Yep, says last game Lane actually could have called Clay out.
That is true. Well, actually, no, because the card had already been played. Yeah, I know for a fact in that one that you can the card was already played, so technically you couldn't. Because I've seen that exact situation and it wouldn't allow that. Clay had a +4 anyway. And right off the bat, trips, and there's a Ditto. Quad 1 and to the 6.
Another Ditto from Clay. Incredible. 7 cards discarded, 2 cards completely gone from the deck already. And another color switch. Pandora's box already opened here.
And Pandora's box is open, green 6. And I'm just looked at the chat again. It's pretty great. The most active chat I've ever had for a stream. Not gonna lie. Reverse 3 from Clay. Goldie into the Radin. And he's ahead by 1. Lane continues to play clean. And Clay now out.
Lane is 2.
And we're going to Draw City for the first time in game number 5.
Yeah, it's been a very Plan A
Oh,
series.
but Lane, though, hold the phone, goes into red, looking for a triple.
I was gonna say, now these players are being
There you
tested on how good their Plan Bs are. Lane's looks to be pretty good.
Just good top deck. Who knows what he found in there. And Clay's got a +2 on the red, though. Comes out swinging and pulls even. Lane, though, with the PA.
That is possession error, by the way.
Yes. The question is also, oh, wait a minute, yellow. Clay's got both his power plays. Lane's used 1. Clay goes up. He's got 2 power plays and 2 games left, so this is a very pivotal one. Lane's going to want to have this.
Doesn't he have 3 games left? After this game, he would have 2 games.
I'm saying if whoever wins, yeah. There's the other monkey 3 there.
We're running the yellows for quite a bit here. Lane down to 3, Clay at 4, but he's got the possession, and he draws. Iced.
And
so is
iced.
Lane.
This chat, man, is crazy.
Clay has switched to red. What are they saying?
This pro Clay YouTube chat right now, man. Switch over to red. You got to see the YouTube chat, man.
Yeah.
Switch over to red now with the Nightwalker.
So Lane himself could put some pro Lane propaganda in there.
I don't think he's worried about the propaganda right now.
Yeah, I think he's worried more.
I think he's worried more about Discord right now. Anyway, background 8 there. So he's got the PA still, but here's Clay again pulling the +2 to pull ahead.
+2, a double, and Clay's down to 3, Lane up to 6. Clay at 3, draws.
There you
Tested.
go. And here comes Lane with a run. Triple looking for a quad. And he's got check, but that's not the win. Lane down to 1. Clay has 4. What does he have in the back pocket? Oh, Lane with a double. Is that it? Does Lane have it? He's down to 2, Clay. Clay's down to 2. Does Lane have the win in his hands? No. Does Clay have it?
Draws.
Does Clay have it?
He's gotten every +4 so far this game.
He's got check.
Yeah.
Did Lane top deck something? Does the number fall right to get off blue? Or is he going back to the deck? He is. Is Clay gonna go up? No, and we're in the draw city.
Draw. We are back in Draw City. Very close to the end right there, but the game prevails.
Oh, I bet. Hang on. Shout out Leah for the sticker.
Shout out Lever. Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
haven't
really
used
good.
it yet. We got to use it. Oh my goodness! Top
Deck
deck
winning
bailout!
in Game 5!
Top deck heaven!
Nice call.
Yeah, Clay, I got nothing more to say than top deck heaven. Do you have anything more to say than top deck heaven?
I just heard a scream of joy from upstairs where my friends are watching.
Check that man's wild count. Yeah, he's at 5 and 3 plus 4s. And he's up 3-2 with both power plays left.
Got the power
Yeah,
play
Clay
lock
Wing
right
up 3-2 with the 2 power plays. How do you see yourself how do you see that as advantageous moving forward into game 6 and 7 to try and close it?
Well, I honestly don't know because I am known to mess them up, so I don't want to jinx it.
I just have to drop in some propaganda looking watch party again.
Yeah,
What
this is
happened?
wild.
This is the most active MRU no stream chat I've ever seen. Lane, I'm not sure what to say, man. That was, I mean, you were right there and just didn't have the right one, and unfortunately fell victim to the top deck. I really don't know what more to say. You did very well at what you could, trying to force it down to draw City in blue. Yeah, that's yes. Wild's count. I really got nothing else for you. So, yeah, that's about all I can say.
Man, this chat's
Chat is
absolutely goated.
crazy. They said to use the power play. Anyway, so yeah, this is crazy. So Lane is with it being the 2-2-2-2-1. Lane gets game 6 call, and it still can't be 9 or 14. How many will it be?
We want it. We want it. Thoughts?
Yeah, that's his thoughts. He's got nothing else to say.
Lots.
And we're sending it.
Let's go. Let's go. Full send. Game 6.
And we're starting with the Clay +2. How fitting.
Wild.
That is wild.
Not bad.
Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. And the Brad Deuce to start us off. And then me again, the switches have been crazy tonight. Trips 2 with the Ditto. And Clay going to the top floor. Play with the DJ. And Lane with the Nightwalker. And Ghost. And the switch over to the Aria 1. He's still got room to play on the green. It's a sender. You're not going to see too much other than light switching here early.
Another undercut from Lane. Switches back to green. Ices.
Ridiculous. He's had a lot of good number switches. It's just those wilds have burned him, and there he goes to yellow.
The Lucky Sevens quadruple.
Go buy a lotto ticket.
We hit 4/3 of a jackpot.
So a 133% jackpot.
Yep. We're gonna run to yellows here, or one of them is gonna run to yellows.
Clay not finding anything, and Lane's got the driver's seat now up by 6, and he's gonna go up by more. Down to 3. He might have it.
Yellow
He
skip down
may
to
have
2.
it.
Green skip, Uno.
That
is
is
the game?
gonna do it. Lane evens
3-3.
it up at 3.
We are going to game 7, even though it's a best of 9.
It was already going to game 7 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need game 7 guy. We need game 7 guy. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, Lane, I mean, you did a good job there. You definitely and it's a strategy I've seen from you all night. You were trying to pull those ISO moves. Just a matter of he didn't have as much to fight back with, you think, or think there was something different in comparison to what the strategy you've been trying to employ tonight. And Clay, I mean, I think it's just you didn't. It may just be no wilds. Wow. Clay, I mean, this time you just didn't get any wilds there or much ammo there, and he was finding a way to ice you. Did you have much to fight with, or you were kind of down on the cards there?
I was only going to draw back one more time, and that just happened to be the wrong thing to do.
Oh. So you had a break you could have made.
Yes.
Okay. The game of inches in Uno. Game of one turn.
Looks like Old Plant found a game 9 GIF for us.
That's very good. Very good. I'll save that. All right. So now it flips back over to Clay for 7 and 8. Clay, you cannot pick 10, 13,
11.
and 12. It's gonna be 11. Send me to the unemployment line. Anyway. Here we go. Yellow 7 start us off. The creator, MGR. Now the chat's very quiet.
Be short. The thing about you is that you actually know who's on the cards.
I know half of them at this point. And here's a secret: every streamer has a cheat sheet. So if they don't know it, that's their own fault. And we're going trip 7. Buy another lotto ticket. Over to the lane. He switches to blue on his own card. Unreal. The switches have been monster. And lots of undercutting.
And remember, whoever wins this will go on to play KT in the Elite Eights.
Writing yourself off, are you? +2.
Yeah.
Have a little faith in yourself. Not official. Not official. For all intents and purposes. And Lane again goes to yellow. Over to yellow with the Camaro, 8. And, oh, wait. Oh, yep, bought a little slow there. Going to green. And
Leah's disappointed in me for counting myself out.
have some faith in yourself. Come on now. Yeah, ammo-wise it is, but the wild meta, and even the reverse skip meta has been it's been a bit of a disparity, as Clay goes with the quad play to green, and Lane's just going to play cool 1 down.
And a triple
again. Oh my goodness. He's down to 2.
But
Now that is
another red
Oh.
plus 2 plus 8. +6.
Yeah.
We're back
well,
to
I know
EA.
what question we're asking if this is a Lane win. Anyway.
Yeah.
even now at 8. And Clay's just going to go back to green on the Vapor G6.
And does Lane still like green?
Oh my
Nope.
goodness, he wants red again.
Another. Oh, but Clay wants green! Holy
Oh my
heck.
goodness. We are crossing over like crazy on this. You could say crossover night in Uno. And he got another 6!
Yellow.
Or does he?
Oh.
Yes!
Okay.
And the
And
blue
then
wild
right
on the
into a blue
KT wild. Oh my goodness. We've just seen Pandora's box in the span of 20 seconds. But here comes
But
Lane
Lane
off
went
the
in
blue
white,
wild,
yellow.
triples into yellow. And Clay's just truss on the Sting 5. Here comes Lane though. He's got a wild now.
Down
A
to
couple
2.
wilds in quick succession there. And those are his
wow.
first of the series in game number 7 in the best of 9. What does Clay do in response to the Ashley Wild? See her later tonight. Double play is the response.
A double. 4.
Oh, but here's Lane to check.
Check.
Clay's got a card to play. Is this 4-3 for Lane? Yes, it is
Yes!
on his 3rd wild of the game.
Man.
And he still has one power play. Clay, I think you know what I'm gonna ask there. After that triple play into red put you down to 2, would you have had an opportunity to power play to win, or were you not in position?
Yes.
Yep, that's what I thought.
I wonder if the stream chat was yelling at him to do that this time. And, well,
Oh my god.
3 power plays have been smuggled into the final 2 games.
Yep, 3 power plays. And yeah, and there's a shout out Jesse Turner in the chat. Way to go, Lane. Good to see everyone in the chat. Smuggle that wild to the end. Lane, how does it feel to finally get on a better side with the wild? So you had all 3 of those wilds on the stat sheet, all within that game 7. Does it feel like things are finally turning the right way for you there, as now you've taken a couple in the row here? Smuggle it to the end with the flex. And Clay, I'll ask additionally, what do you got to do to try and be more proactive on that power play? Because now you're in an elimination scenario and you have 2 power plays. What do you got to do, like, mindset wise, to try and make sure you keep an eye out for those power play opportunities? Got to keep going. He
Oh,
says.
no. Yeah, I would have had to, even if I power played. I would have had to have power played after the +2. So there was nothing I really could have done there.
Well, yeah, but wait. Well, because at the point before the +2, so you
right. I was at 2 cards still.
Yeah.
I had just gotten to 2 cards when he +2'd me. So if I had drawn, I didn't have a 2-card run to the finish. I still would have.
Oh, so you did. So you didn't. So you wouldn't have had to run. Okay. I misunderstood. My apologies. Okay. Oh yeah, I just got to keep going. Says Lane. All right. Well, we'll see if he keeps going to 5-3, or if Clay forces a game 9. He's got 2 power plays to use. See if he can find a way. So it's a quick best of 9. 25 minutes on the clock. Not too much draw city. Not too much plan B. It's just been a lot of firepower back and forth. And the longest game of this series was 6:21. So, Clay, it is going to be your final call of the series, and no 10, 13, 12. What'd you say?
9.
9. Hey. I Come on. I'm being an unbiased member of the media. Anyway, yellow skip to start. 24k gold. And Lane's got a power play as well, so and he's got a chance to win it in 8. So they both have equal opportunities on the power play front. So not a good sign to start there though. Play with the 2. So running clean so far on the yellow. Lane top deck's a 7. And anyone series here, 4-3, best of 9, game 8. Ditto's the 7. There's the sting again. Play draws, runs out. Lane's still with the yellow. Maybe a little bit of a head fake with the draw. Now Clay's going to go out to green with the Seth Cole Wild. Happy to say that Seth Cole will be making his official stream debut this round. Very excited for that. There's the Radin into the Aria. And the Yellow Wild for Lane. Yep, 9 games starting in this round. The next stream we have tonight will be the last round 2, and it's going to be a back to the best of 7 one more time. Here's Clay, though, with the switch over to the other Radin 3, and Lane is dry. So they're dead even. Clay can pull ahead with the PA here. He's got it. Lane's still nothing to say here. And now Clay goes to the deck. And they're both drawing, so back to draw city again. And Lane finds a 1 off the top deck, going into yellow once again.
Oh, right.
Clay goes for the power play off that switch. He's got the 4. He's down to 3. And a power play. Lane can't do anything. It's back to Clay.
Yeah.
Clay takes a power play off the board. 1 power play each. And that will do it. We are going to game 9.
Yeah.
And Clay, that's got to feel good pulling through on that power play. Everyone in the chat screaming power play. I'll tell you that much.
Oh boy.
They were really.
Yep, that says game 7.
Yeah. So, what was going through your head there as you made that one switch? Was that was really as you saw that lock and key combo come together with the power play? Take me through that sequence.
I had the reverse the whole time. He just needed to switch to yellow or blue, and that was that.
Oh. Lane, how on earth do you get these? Yeah, I mean, Lane. It was Lane. That was just well, you've had 4 now. He has 7. Lane. I mean, you just had it was a poorly timed switch in the moment, but I can understand where you came from there. You think maybe that switch was a little too aggressive on that one with the 1 there going back to the yellow? Obviously, that was the color you wanted, but it seemed like Clay didn't have much on the green either. Thoughts on that? Obviously, +4, though. You couldn't got back to yellow, so... Yeah, so he would have been stuck. Don't think I'm getting a response on that. I think he's ready for game 9. I think he's ready, isn't he? Alright. That's fine. Alright. Unless he's had something there. Yep, 12 cards. Let's go. Game 9. Love it. I love that gift. That's great. Love that. Let's do it. Game 9. Do or die. Both have the power play. More than likely going to find it. Finish off that way. Here we go. with the 12 pack. And a moment here for Lane to look through his hand. He goes to the top floor. A little bit of bot lag noticed here. And switch over to blue. Quickly. Down 3 to the 6. 1 up. A great start to the regional semis. There's no doubt about it. There's a lane 7. Goes to the other Nick 9. After switching on Nick card. Nick card.
Yeah, let's just enjoy
Lamis card.
It's going to be great Uno because both of these players are playing for their life in this tournament, in this game.
Camaro card. MGR card. No, I can't. I'll quit with that bit now. Brock card. No, having too much fun. There's the other Grim 7. And now the KT Wild lane with Wild number 5. It's getting closer on the Wilds now. Just a 3 Wild deficit for lane at this point. Those that +4 deficit pretty large. And just as I say that, there's +4 number 5 to nothing for lane, unfortunately. That's really been the story of it. But still, to be even, being down on the +4s is a testament to how close these games can get on the spot and how good these players are.
And now Lane is going to be behind, and Clay takes a commanding
10-5
lead.
Wow, that is not a good sign. Not a good sign off the +4. 11 cards and no yellows.
That's really bad.
And Clay's gonna pour it on another 6. And he's down to 2. And this is quite plan A. Very plan A. Should this hold up for him? But Lane's got 17 cards. See if he has something to hold down this run that Clay's on here to try and win it. And he's gonna power play. Definitely a defensive kind of play. Not a dagger. Just
run to the finish.
It's just a stall. It's a stall. It's gonna be a switch though. It's gonna go to blue, and that is a good one for Lane. But now he has to win it with the gloves off. So he stalls out Clay, and that sends him over to blue. And Sting, I really can't blame him for that kind of play. He sent back that far, all that ammo thrown at him, and now he's found a way to ice him out.
He just found himself in a really bad position. It was the best move he could make. It still doesn't put him in necessarily an advantageous position.
It gives him a fighting chance because now he's found the spot where Clay can't play. Clay still nothing on the blue, and this is a big opportunity for Lane, the Lane card. Now it's just a 7-card deficit, so it's starting to become advantageous, and now here he comes with the +2, and he's pulling close to even, and a triple play just within 2, and now big power play, starting to feel the effects of it here for Lane.
The waves are propagating throughout.
And here's a reverse from Lane. He's gonna go into red. He continues to push forth, and he's ahead by 2 moments after all that was thrown at him.
Yeah, man, look at that split ammo, by the way.
And oh my goodness to green. Pulling a little Chomik strats as well. Very, very good to note with the split ammo. But
Clay's
fairness,
iced.
Clay might have given him a lot of that as well, and Clay's also iced on the green, so he's looking at a two-color strat potentially.
Clay gets
Oh,
blue.
but it's going back to blue. Maybe not. And now Lane's iced out, and now it's a game of who can break the ice and win it. Clay, though, has the power play left, but he's got to move back in on it. And now
He's
Lane with the zero sugar switch finds yellow, and now he's trying to run for it. He
Mm-hmm.
runs into the green down to 3. And Clay with the undercut to red. That could be risky. We haven't seen red in a while, but Lane has nothing there either. And Lane again goes for yellow. Top deck city on the draw. But here he comes going with the wild to green. Clay is iced. He's down to 2. Does he have it? Lane's got check. He has got check. He hasn't had a single +4, and he's 1 card away. Does he have the win? Yes, he does! 5-4 Lane! Oh my goodness!
Game of the series, 6 minutes 24.
Lane, I gotta ask you, man. Take me through the power play there, and how you got. Take me through the power play thought process and how you were able to basically upend what looked to be a straightforward Plan A run for Clay there in Game 9. Talk me through it, and thoughts on the win as well overall. My God. And Clay, thoughts on that as well? It definitely seemed like you were sprinting towards the finish line there with all that ammo.
Every single time I got a card that I could finally use, it was for the wrong color.
Oh my goodness.
Like, literally every single draw put me further and further and further and further back, and I never really had a chance. I was literally about to Uno PP when it got to Uno, and I was like, oh, okay. Defensively, mind you.
Right. Oh my goodness. And kind of said that already in the reaction there, Lane, but what you fight against 5+4s, you're fighting 10-on-1 all night. What was you obviously say you had never gave up, but just what was the mindset going through, knowing like you were down so much on these wilds? Like, you're still down on the wilds by 2 at the end of the day. But it seemed like early in that series, Clay had a lot of answers with those wilds. How were you able to persevere and push through to Game 9 victory? Best win ever. Oh my God. He's Houdini. Oh no! Houdini's back. Oh my goodness. And, oh my God. Clay, obviously you had a lot going for you there early and midway through the series. It just kind of fell apart there down the stretch. What do you think you have to do to try and improve going in? Obviously you played very well. Don't get me wrong, this is not a shot, but what do you think? Is there anything you think you need to improve going into T2 to try and come out on top in these kind of situations?
Honestly, there wasn't much I could do for the last few games. Like, the last 3 or so just were completely out of my control. I guess don't be afraid to be aggressive. That's all.
Don't be afraid. Yeah, definitely not. Oh my. Jeez. And it's a really quick one too. Only 34 minutes for going the distance. Yeah, that is very, very impressive, and that's a testament to the skill of Lane there. And that power play seemed like a desperation stall, but it ultimately turned out to be gold for Lane as he found his way to fight back. What's that?
It was what saved him.
Yeah, it really was. You can't be nothing but show respect in it and be impressed by it. If Clay, I'd assume for you. I mean, it stings, I'm sure, but I mean, it's pretty damn impressive how you
It's
can
just a
pull that
repeat of history.
through. Oh man, yeah,
We'll see. Whatever.
Jesus. I'm still a bit floored at that one. I'm also doing 7 things at once, so excuse the dead air as I try and update graphics while stalling while I update the graphics. It's a very fun thing to do. My mouth is dry because I'm out of water, so we're doing great. Lane, I'm gonna ask you one last question, man, before we get out of here on this one. You're into the regional final for the second time. Obviously got spoiled on the 100th game, and next up for you is either KT or Sting. Thoughts on either of those guys going in? You'll start on the road if it's KT. If you'll start at home if it's Sting. Thoughts on that? Oh man.
He probably hopes he can play me.
Oh boy.
I hope I can play him.
I think it would be a good game either way. But Sting, you've been watching, and you may end up playing him depending on what happens in your game. Thoughts on him and him going forward for lane? Very impressive showing.
Man, when I don't have ammo, I'm basically like a lame duck. So the fact that Lane is able to win a best of 9 series with 0 wild plus 4s all series, that is insane to me. That is something he can do. That is something I definitely cannot do. So he would be a very scary matchup for me.
Yeah. Yeah, he showed a lot, and it's KT-esque to not win on +4s. He does really good without any with all numbers, so it's definitely something to watch out for. There is Lane moving on 5-4 as I await his thoughts here. Clay saying, "Best of luck, Lane. Seems I can't quite find answers for you as we always go to the last match. Hopefully next time we play, don't let you get the best of me. Just wasn't meant for the spotlight this time. Have a great night." Thank you to Clay as he has jumped out. We're going to wait on Lane's thoughts and then he'll give his quote. Of course, KT and Sting playing Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Shout out everyone watching it out on YouTube. Appreciate you all joining us tonight. And while we're waiting on Lane's thoughts here, you see that bracket, and let's go over to the schedule, actually. Lane saying it's an honor to play those two great players next round. I had a great time with Clay tonight. It was nice to remind everyone why I'm Lane Houdini. Yes, he is. Pulling those wins out of his hat with no +4s. Unbelievable. Yeah. Appreciate you, Lane. We'll see you next round. So one last time, there's the bracket. It is going to be Lane, the 4 seed in the Slytherin final. Either KT or Stingray coming out of that one Tuesday night. So, and then we look at the schedule again. This crossover night continues at 9:30.
He's Houdini, and for his next trick, he'll win a best of 9 with no +4s.
Oh, what is his next trick? Maybe no wilds. It was like that for the first half. He like we knew that it was gonna be like it was that he was doing well because he was without wilds for 4 games, and he played it 2-2. Like that's how impressive it was even even without the +4s. That's also a very tough one to swallow as well if you're Clay. But my goodness. So Ashley and Alan will come up in about hour 20 minutes. We'll be back. And Monkey will be joining me for his D1 commentary debut. Looking forward to that, of course. And then, of course, after that, we are going to have the round actually start for real. The actual window starts on Saturday. You'll have schedules coming out in the next few days. But ultimately, what a amazing start to the round. And that is going to do it for us tonight. Thanks to Sting with special guest commentary. And thanks to our great players for putting on an absolute masterpiece of a show to start the round off. And it's going to be Lane moving on in 9. And Clay walks away with power play in his pocket. So for all of us here at MRE Uno, we will see you again at 9:30. Those of you are going to join us for Ashley versus Allen. But have a great night. I am not short.